Transformer fans, YouTube fans, and toy collectors in general, I am the 80s Transformer fan, and welcome back to another review. It's your first time. Welcome for the first time. And I like to do battles, and I'm gonna do a battle right here of the Toys R Us Masterpiece Soundwave, designated as MP02, and the Takara Tomy Masterpiece Soundwave, designated as MP13. And right off the back, you'll notice packaging differences. This one over here comes with 5 cassettes, and this one over here comes with 1. This one, when it first came out of retail, at like 150, and this guy over here was like, I think 119. A much better deal from the outside, and we'll see if the inside confirms that. And if you'll notice, if you can see it, the yellow visor over here on this guy, red eye visor over here, that's pretty much because one of these guys, this one is supposed to be homage to the G1 toy, more or less, you know, even though that's the only real change. And this one is the G1 cartoon, where he actually had the red eye. No, most of the Decepticons had red eyes until later on the cartoon. And sort of like they did it when they released Hot Rod. One of the Hot Rods was the toy version, and one Hot Rod was supposed to be the cartoon version. US and Takara. Anyway, got the boxes right here, and we'll start with the good old US of A. And here's the packaging. It actually has rare for US packaging. I'm assuming that's Japanese, could be Chinese, I don't know. Ages 5 and up. Has the Hasbro logo down here. Warning, giant Decepticon logo on the side. Turn it around and it shows you what it includes. 5 converting micro cassettes, which are Laserbeak, Buzzsaw, Rumble, Frenzy, and Ravage. Which I'm surprised they didn't like bow down to the cartoon's interpretation that this guy was Rumble. Yeah, and I'm one of those guys that knows that the red one is Rumble, and the cartoon flipped it. Shows you what he's capable of. Shows you he can actually push his button. Now, it's so easy to push his buttons. Shows you he can make the Energon Cubes like on a cartoon, and it also shows you that it can eject the cassettes, and it's not a working tape deck. Come around to this side. There's a bio on Masterpiece Soundwave. If you want to pause it, you can check it out. Has its technical data, strength, intelligence, and so on. And take a look at the top. Nothing special here. Take a look at the bottom. Nothing special here, although a little thing of note is the little advertisement for the Hasbro Transformers Collectors Club, proof of purchase. And that's it for that guy. The Japanese masterpiece. You've seen the front. Down here, P13. Bottom shows you the contents of the box. Even let you know there's an instruction pack. A whole lot of foreign language. Side, nothing really spectacular other than my fingerprint. This side, nothing spectacular. The back is loaded with writing I can't read. Shows you the chest is not all Japanese. It shows you some English. Stores and chest, the cassette. It actually says that this is the actual size of the toy. We'll put that to the test when I break it out. Shows you that the Laserbeak can perch on his arm. It attaches there, and he can eject or hold 3 tapes. You know, 2 of these tapes are, and I guess he can also hold the G1 tapes, which I don't think is really cool. I want my Masterpiece Soundwave tapes to be larger than my G1 tapes, just because he's supposed to be a larger toy and it's supposed to be a masterpiece. And I'll get into that, but I'm not happy with the fact the tapes are the same damn size. Shows Laserbeak in his bird beak mode, cassette mode. You can perch him up on the shoulder. It shows him using the little energy reader, the cube mechanism or gimmick, the conversion of the weapon. You don't really need a instruction sheet with this guy. Shows him holding the weapon, shows him holding Megatron, shows the little diagram in the. Okay, I'm gonna get right into it. I'm gonna start with the release that came out first, which was the Takara Tomy Soundwave MP13. Open them up. Instruction booklet. And Soundwave in its clamshell. I wanted to get this guy out for so long. Well, he's busting out. All right. Wow, he looks amazing. Looks absolutely amazing. Focus on that head sculpt. Those glaring eyes. Cool Decepticon logo on his chest. Since all the accessories fell everywhere, we'll focus on those. Comes with the Megatron gun. It originally came packaged with Starscream, the green screen. Probably aware all the little parts come off. They still failed to paint the barrel right here. Comes with the cassette holder. Why it's pink, I don't know. Maybe it's supposed to look like an Energon Cube, but here's the Energon Cube. I don't know. The little sensor he used on one episode, I believe when they were locating the crystal underneath the pyramid shaft. Was it Fire in the Sky? The extra chest with the grid. And Laserbeak. And again, like I don't think it's awesome that it's G1 size. I thought it should be a lot bigger. When he transformed, maybe he is big enough to carry off a G1 Optimus or something like that. But I don't think much of the fact that it's the same size. And his laser pistol, which is done to look like a battery. I love the little tip, the little contact tip. Let's see if I can use the gimmick. Extend it there. Extend it there, and it pops out just enough so you can grab it. If I can grab it. Oh, there it is. Then it looks just like the original toy in the cartoon. That's pretty clever. That's pretty clever. And might as well get it into some poses. It pegs into the hand like everyone's weapons now on the Masterpiece series. Let's see how well it pegs. Actually slots like at the very back of his hand. There it goes. It pegs slots at the very back of his hand. And like most Masterpiece now, they have the 3-finger paw with the 1 articulated finger. And like much like Optimus Prime, a lot like Optimus Prime. MP10 Optimus, his thumb has no articulation. It's just sitting there. Okay, well, we'll get him. We got him with one gun in his hand. Take out the Megatron gun and you extend it like I've already done. Get it past the thumb and close the fingers on it. And now he can wheel clamshell out of here. Now he can wheel Megatron. And while we're at it, the top cannon does not detach from Soundwave. It's connected at the shoulder. It stays during the transformation. You can angle it up. I really won't go down because it's sitting on his chest. Do some articulation. 360 rotation on the arm. Shoulder joint moves in and out. He has a bicep swivel at the top. He has an elbow swivel. Allows a wide range of movement. The wrist spins. He's not holding the weapon. Move at the waist. Head looks up. He actually has a neck in there. Full 360 on that. The leg comes forward. Nice tight ratchety. Bends at the knee. Foot bends down a little bit side to side. I mean, he has all the articulation that should be there in what we're calling a masterpiece. Let me see if we can get him down on one knee. So you can pretty much get any type of pose you're looking for out of this guy. You get the guns out of his hand. See if we get some more poses. You can get him in a little military pose with like his hands behind his back. Very well articulated figure. You can get him in a hero pose with his hands on his hips. And of course, everyone's done it. The box shows you. And everyone's wanted to do it since they were a child. He can push his own button and eject his own cassette door, which is awesome. And who didn't love the tapes just flipping out, especially on the episode where he would eject like 4 or more and just keep calling their names? Everybody loved that. You can take his hand, like a lot of them, and before I fold up his hand, well, I'm gonna fold up his hand, point out the fact he has a little speaker in there. There's a couple little gadgets where he can like rock out. Close that up. Attach his scanner. When he was scanning for the crystal from Megatron, or the power source or whatever was in the pyramid, the Inca temple thing. I love it when they include stuff like that, even though they only used it one time. But a masterpiece should come with everything you can think of from the toy. When you can't come up with anything else, like little things like this really should be included. Then you could take his Energon Cube, which is also awesome that they included or and made that. Let's add the grid door. Goes over his door. And then you add the Energon Cube. And now he's manufacturing cubes for Megatron. I think that's awesome. What other gimmick he has? Get his hand back out. I think that's it for gimmicks. So scoot him back. Get to a laser beak. Now I have never transformed this thing, and I'm gonna give it a shot on camera. Just see how good or awful I am. Heard about the Hasbro version. Wings being very fragile. And we'll see. We'll get to that. Come on, guy. Head out. Head out. Hold this. His weapons out. I can just get her done. Wings up. Feet down and around. down and around and pull these little guys out. And there you have Laserbeak. And the engineering is very, very impressive on this guy. Looks dead on like the cartoon. Only thing like I said, I don't like the fact that they're small. I think Masterpiece toys should be large, a la 12-inch scale base toys. And it's cool that the weapons fold out. I think that is awesome, but I kind of wish that you could just put them on and I can get me some chrome weapons again. But they've done away with most of the chrome and most of the rubber on these guys. And he has the little camera in his head, which I'm going to attempt to get out now. I don't know if it goes back or to the side or what. I'm going to try to get it out. You know, you can see it just flips up and it sits out for the spying camera thing. And again, very cool. His articulation, the feet go side to side. Wish they could have found a way to give him claws, something like that in there. The head up and down, it'd have been nice to give him, they could have gave him the side to side where he's kind of like the wings, all of the transformation move in and out, and that's pretty much it. And he has these little grooves on the bottom of his feet that allows him to either perch on Soundwave's arm or his shoulder top. Let's see if I can get, yep, easy peasy. Up. It sits on there. Guess I should have used the other foot, make it seem like he's more balanced. And so I get him on the shoulder. And the little grooves that he had from the original toy, and now he can mount those grooves. And there he is with Laserbeak on his shoulder. Guess I can move it over and get it better. Here he is with Laserbeak mounted more centered towards his head, and the weapon back in his hand. And this thing really looks impressive. It's impressive in hand. It looks just like the G1 cartoon. It looks just like the G1 toy. I mean, it's really impressive. They captured everything on this one. In my mind, this is one of the better ones. If he was closer to a 12-inch figure, I would say he might be the best Masterpiece 1 or 2 that they've come out with. I mean, he's everything that the toy and cartoon is, all in one. And that's just in robot mode. I haven't gotten to cassette. Just a quick look at his back. Some paint apps, some detailing. What used to be the battery compartment, now there's a little button, I believe. This for the tape gimmick moving forward. Pop the tapes forward. Yeah, he's everything that the toy and the cartoon, the perfect blending of a Masterpiece that I've seen thus far. Okay, here he is all transformed. I did the transformation, and depending on how I edit the video, it may be in, it may not. So if you're watching it and there's no transformation, it's probably once I edit the video, I saw it wasn't time to put it all in there. But anyway, looks awesome. It's very, very G1. It's very, very 80s. You can press the little buttons, at least the fast forward and rewind. The other two really don't move. So it ejects fine. Come on to the side, has a little volume that moves just a little bit. Has the little ports. I believe you can actually plug this in here. Yeah, and then it forms a little thing. Now it actually has a second purpose now, like in the movie Transformers animated movie 1986, where he plugged in to the computer to show what Laserbeak had recorded. Autobots launch. Has little techie bits in an attempt to upgrade the guy. And it transforms very much like the G1 toy, obviously, with some differences, like the leg parts fold out to cover up a lot of the little parts. All this is like, this is the foot and the little panel next to the leg that fold up. Oh, you know what? Forgot the other battery. And this goes in here somewhere. To try to give it a more clean look. A lot of people don't like this little gap. And once again, this little thing goes in here somewhere to fill some space. And a lot of people complain about that, but you know, who cares? It's going to be something missing somewhere. Like, these are real figures in the real world, and the space got to go somewhere. There's the bottom. Again, you know, it's a little bit of an eyesore, but you know, who cares? More ports at the side. The switch still works. Yo, and laser beak inside. Well, kind of got hung up in the door for first attempt. There it is. Try it again. Okay. And when you look at it, the first thing I thought was reflector, make a reflector. But then again, he probably be about this big if they do make it. But yeah, very, very G1, very, very 80s. It's faithful to the toy, faithful to the cartoon. Has a modern upgrade on it. It's awesome. It's Soundwave. It's everything that Soundwave is, should be. The grid from the first episode when Megatron ordered Soundwave to make plans for a new space cruiser. Energon Cube. You know, there's a cutout in here for there's the space cruiser. You can cut that out. The technical data, you can cut that out. Obviously, I'm not gonna cut it out. Most collectors don't. A lot of people have Xeroxed it and then cut those out. Then it's supposed to be like a sheet of paper you can fold up or print off offline and put it in here and make the cube look like it has something in it. But I'm fine just like this. And there's Takara Tomy Masterpiece MP13 Soundwave in laser beat.